Hello, guys. This is Madison Hart Winchester here, and this is just a small update on what's been going on since my last video in 2023. So, what's been going on is that I've been focusing on school. First, it was at the at a private Christian school, and that didn't go so well. So you know, I think it was last year I got myself transferred over to a different college, and when I spoke to someone, they told me that they would that they can help me um, you know apply and everything. So I applied for um, my associate's degree, and I majored in associate's arts in general education. So that was exciting, and I actually just finished up the class, and so now I'm just sort of waiting for the graduation day. I'm not going to be attending since it is in California and I live in Arizona, so it's not going to work out. But even though there's no cap and gown, I'm going to celebrate it my own way. And other than that, let's see here. Um, yeah, I had a breakup, but I have a new boyfriend now, and yeah, everything's going very well with us. I love him, um, and yeah, I actually wasn't, um, at first I wasn't expecting it to happen. It just happened sometime after my breakup happened, and yeah, so I'm happy now. But in other news, throughout the like maybe a year and a half, maybe a full 2 years of not being in here, um, of course, there were sick days, there were depressing days, there were off days, and just busy days. And now I'm looking for work since I'm looking for work since I'm not in college anymore, and I have graduated and all. So silence my phone. Good again. All right. So yeah, it's just everything combined. But yeah, I'm looking for a job, even if it's an online job. And yeah, there's just been a lot going on. But I'm right now as we speak, I'm working on my sleep schedule, and I'm working on getting a job and um, trying to build money. Gotta get rich at some point, right? I'm kidding. Um, Although I wish sometimes. Um, but I have spoken with a YouTuber, and she, I told her that I read her post, I think on Facebook, and I asked her, "Is it true? Do you want to um, do more videos and such?" And she goes, "Yeah, I miss them." So I gave her some suggestions here and there. Like I told her, like, well, Jurassic Park is coming out soon, and I think it would be really great if you did a reaction video based on that trailer. The Jurassic World trailer. And I watched the trailer myself, and I think it's freaking awesome. So She wants to do that live reaction video, and she wants to do some others that I'm really not gonna spoil as much. But she mentioned that she wants to let me see if I can get the words right. Um, it was something to do with supernatural, and I told her that if she would want to, she can always join me on it. Because there's a lot of of course, there's a lot of episodes, including with the fact that it has a whole like 15 seasons. It's insane, but we love it. Even though some of us feel that, um, even though most of us feel like Supernatural should have ended in season 5 or season 6, you know, um, I still think that they ended it right in season 15. But I think if the show wasn't a huge success, then yeah, they probably could have ended it in season 5. But I'm actually glad that they actually ended it in season 15 because it showed you a whole lot more of monsters, angels, demons, the works. So it was perfect. The supernatural was just perfect. Let me see here. I'm on here. Let's see here. Okay, here it is. She says she's thinking of doing a live stream on Supernatural, and that's when I told her that she can always join if she wants. And I know my friend, the Soulless Trenchcoat, he, we talked about it for, um, we talked about it, somewhat years ago. I'm pretty sure Trenchy, if you're watching this later down the road, you remember. But we were talking about like doing our own commentaries throughout each episode, or I think in just episode one, or I think in each episode. And because of that, I do want to start that because nowadays I feel like I have nothing to do. So all I do now is that I've been watching anime, I've been playing games on my phone, I've been, I've been on video chats with my boyfriend, you know, and that's pretty much it. But, other than that, I don't really do much anymore like I used to. So I want to try getting back into doing these videos again. So yeah, that's something I want to do. And, just like give you guys this update so that you know that, hey, everything's all good, everything's okay. I'm still living, I'm still breathing. So, you know, it's all good. I'm still living life, but just kind of having my up and down moments, you know, and who doesn't? But, we got to get through it. And, um, let's see, are there any other updates? Um, well, my graduation date, I think they told me that it was going to be on a Sunday, which is on the 18th of May, so that's drawing near. I'm excited but anxious. So, um, yeah, I've been trying to work on my health, like my sleep schedule, my exercises and my physical therapy. That was another reason why I wasn't coming in here because I was doing my physical therapy for a while, and when they told me like, oh yeah, you gotta make sure you update with your doctor, and just make sure that everything's all updated so you can continue coming here. But for right now, you got to do your physical therapy at home. So that happened in March last year. And, um, so now I've been doing physical therapy at home. So, you know, it's exciting, but yeah, that's just what's been going on lately. And of course, there's getting sick. You get your seasonal flus and such, and sometimes those flus can be like COVID too. And you know, it's not fun either way. No matter what illness it is, it's not fun getting sick. But I'm hoping to at least do a video, maybe on I don't know, maybe once I watch Supernatural again. Um, yeah, I think once I watch Supernatural again, and I'll jump into the Wendigo um, conversation on what to talk about because I think the last monster I did was, I think, um, the Woman in White. But I'll have to check my YouTube just in case. So yeah, um, I think I have nothing else to report. So um, I'm sorry for the a lot of ums. I'm a little tired, just a little bit, and I'm hungry. Also anxious because of the graduation date drawing near. So yeah, that's basically it. But even though this actor wasn't part of Supernatural, it still had me sad. But on April 1st this year, Val Kilmer passed away. And, of course, he was a really good actor. He was. And hearing how he passed away, it really bummed me. But it also bummed my sister, because she loved his movies, including Batman Forever, Top Secret, Real Genius. There were a lot of movies of his that we saw ever since we were kids, and one of them was Top Secret, Real Genius. Let's see here. We didn't watch Top Gun until like uh, I think in our teens, or I was in my preteens around there. And um, oh yeah, there was The Ghost in the Darkness. That's a good movie too. And we also knew him in, oh man, I'm trying to remember all of his movies. Yeah, Batman Forever. We knew him in that one. We also knew him in uh, let's see here, in The Prince of Egypt. He did a great job playing as Moses. And as we kept growing up, we were seeing more and more of his movies, but we mostly grew up with him being in Top Secret, Real Genius, Batman Forever, and The Ghost in the Darkness, Thunderheart. Thunderheart's one of my favorite movies of his, and The Prince of Egypt. So yeah, he was a great actor. I know he's not part of Supernatural, but I still wanted to mention him anyways because he was a really great actor. I grew up watching him, so um, I grew up watching him, and that's why it felt sad. When I heard that he had passed away, I'm like, no, no, this can't happen. It can't happen. So I was really sad about it. And um, let's see here. I think I have nothing else to report, but hopefully with my next video it's either gonna be the Wendigo or it's going to be um, I think the other monster in episode 3 of Supernatural. I can't remember if I already discussed, like I can't remember if I already did a video on the Wendigo, but um, that's something I have to look back on in my YouTube to see if I did or didn't. But once I look it up, then I'll know which monster is next for um for the video to discuss about. And of course, when I do this in the live stream, anyone can you know jump in the comments and just be like, "Oh, really? I didn't know that," or whatever. However you react is how you react. I don't expect anyone to react the way I want them to. Just react in your own way. So that's basically all the updates I have so far. I have no further updates, but oh, actually, no, I take it back. I have, I think, one more update, or at least two more. Um, so in late, uh, when was it? I think it was December 2022. My grandfather passed away, and that was sad too. And then just last year, no wait, actually no, 2023. Yeah, it was 2022. I'm sorry, it was 2022 when my grandfather passed away. But in 2023, on October 8th, my grandmother passed away, and that that tore me apart too because I was close with her. She was a really kind soul. She loved everyone really, and yeah, we had a lot of conversations together, and that's when it was because of her that I first started learning Spanish. But I was like maybe 7 or 8 years old, and she was teaching me and my sister how to speak Spanish, and she was trying to teach me how to say goodnight in Spanish, but instead of me saying buenas noches, I said buenos nachos. And she just starts laughing, and I'm like, what's so funny? Why is she laughing? So I asked her, what, like, I'm sorry, did I say something wrong? And she's like, do you know what you said, mija? And I'm like, no. And she goes, you just said good nachos, grandma. And she's like, now I'm hungry for nachos. I'm like, I'm so sorry. That wasn't my intention. So, um, I've been learning a lot more Spanish now because of, how I never fully got to learn Spanish from her. And I'm trying to, learn French because of my grandma. I mean, my grandpa. My grandma is Mexican, my grandpa is French. And he He actually knew how to speak French, but he didn't want anyone else to speak French because of his childhood. He didn't have very good memories of speaking in French. But I still thought, like, hey, learning French still sounds like fun, so I'll learn it. And yeah, so I'm going to start learning that after I learn Spanish. And yeah, it'll be fun. I think that's all the updates I have now. And I just noticed that this whole time now, between talking about my grandma and my grandpa, I haven't been doing a lot of ums. Anyways, I am going to jump off. But you will be seeing probably a lot more of my videos, and if not a whole lot more, then just some videos whenever I can. But I just want to remind you all to always keep fighting, stay strong, and no matter what bumps you have in the road, there's there's always something out there to smooth that road for you. You may not know what it is yet, but it'll come to you eventually. So, um, this is Madison Hart Winchester signing off. Carry on.